Alright, we're going home from Bible study. Just had Bible study, so we're just heading home. The blinkers happening there. We've got headlight here, we've got the headlight on my head as well. So one of our guys is having a chat to his child, so I'll leave him to do that. I'm going to do a bit of a little trek through the city. Cairns City at night. Oh, hold on. No electric. My electric isn't on. Hold on. Now it decides to be an issue. Finally, hit 2. I'm going to hit the throttle it along. I think I'll just go down along the Esplanade or something, get a bit of night stuff happening. So you can see Cairns City by night. So the light on my head's not working. We go where there's more light, you know. Oh no, it's working. I just can't see it. Hopefully it'll produce more light so the GoPro won't go black. You won't be seeing darkness. Well, you should be seeing sunlight. Not sunlight, but sunlight. We had a really good Bible study, you know? Because this guy was over my place and talking and chatting with me and stuff like that, and going on, you know, and did the usual thing, you know, I say something to someone and then they've got to say it to 3 other people that don't know anything about it, and it's got to be verified by 3 or 4 different people just because I said once something. I don't know why that is, but anyway, that's the story most of the time. And we were having a chat. Oh, Muddy's looks alright. Not many kitties there today. We were having a chat and we covered a few different subjects and stuff, and so he's got to, you know, go, oh, you know, is this right? Is this right? You know, is Eddie telling the truth? Is this right? You got to verify that Eddie's telling the truth. I'm like, come on, man. I don't know why people do that to me, but they do. I just want to get home now. I'm not really that concerned. I was going to go and do a thing of Cairns lights, but I think I'll do that another night. I kind of want to get home. This thing is roaring at the moment. It's moving pretty quick. Of course, someone's got to turn straight into my path, of course, just to make sure that I have to stop and drive really slowly. Oh, my knees are still suffering from when I rode this thing without the electricity. I rode this thing with a flat battery and just about broke my knees. Almost broke my legs, you know. I was flat out using them for quite a while, and they're just getting back good now, and I don't want to break them again, you know. Yeah, I say you know a lot. I know, you know. It's a habit. Anyway, I had a good Bible study. We sorted out some problems that people had. Like one guy thought that he couldn't love his brother because his brother's a homosexual. And I'm like, doesn't bother me. Like I've said in the past, I don't care if you're homosexual or gay or lightless or what. Doesn't worry me. It's your personal preferences between you and God. It's what doesn't with me. I don't care. Doesn't bother me. As long as you don't try it on me or anything, it's all good. long as you don't go trying to get onto me or something. It's all good, you know. I don't mind. And he's talking to Josh, who's our church minister, you know, and saying, oh, you know, is it right that I, you know, love my brother because he's a homosexual? And Josh is like, love him as a person, you know. Doesn't matter. Love him as a person, you know. And we tend to put homosexuality above everything else, but really, being a gossip and telling everyone else's problems, that's higher on the list than that. That's higher on the list than being gay. That's worse than being gay. So to condemn someone for being gay, you know, you're probably just as bad as that person anyway, you know. Probably just as bad as that person anyway, because nobody is without sin. Nobody. So always wary of cars that come flying up to the corner thing over there. Cars behind me can see the blinker. Cars in front of me can't see anything. Well, they can see my lights. Like last night I was coming home and there was someone coming into the roundabout and he stopped because he saw my lights. You know, lights do help. They keep you safe. So put them on. I should have a one of those high-vis vests on too, but I've got one at home somewhere. Gotta find it. And yeah, today sure didn't go the way I thought it might. I did up the video last night. Did up last night's video, put out the general one, and I put another one in for members, so members can watch it. I've got that set up, so that's what I'm going to be doing now. One's for members and then one's for non-members. Sometimes when I'm at the Bible study, they think I'm joking in that, because I said that my mate's brother died, and when he died, then he came back, and when he came back he had a list of things he had to do to get into heaven. So he did that. So he did that, and then he died again. And Josh is like, oh, you'd space it out. Wouldn't you try and stay alive as long as possible? And like, you know, I'm like, yeah, then you can do like, so if you die and you're not quite perfect to go to heaven, you can do a step plan like a 12-step plan to get into heaven. And of course they equate that to the 12-step alcoholic plan, you know, getting off alcohol. And so they're all laughing and carrying on, but yeah, I wasn't joking. It was real, you know, I wasn't joking. But yeah, you know, different people, different things. I can't, oh yeah, this one's working. It's working, but it's very dull. Like I look down, I can just see the light. So it is working, it's fairly bright, but it's not a direct light like the one in front. It's more of a flat light, so it's spread out. And the batteries might be a bit dead too, because, well, they're old. I always look for the blue light to see if the blinker is active, and it is. In the daytime you can hardly see that light. At night though you can see it. At night you can see it good. Cars can see it well too, so because they're reacting to it, so good. Don't mind riding my bike at night now, it's not bad at all. we got there, Josh was in a meeting, and then we have our little Bible meeting, and then he finishes that one and he's into another meeting. I don't know how he gets to have something to eat, but oh well, it's the life of a minister, you know. When you're in leadership, you've got to forego many meals at times, and because what you're doing, what your work is more important. So, but I'm not feeling hungry or anything, so it's all good. You know, this person's going to join the thing right in front of me and try to knock me off the bike. Yeah, I thought so. Bloody bell doesn't really work. I really hate these bells. I wish it was like the old bells, you know. You press the thing and you've got the two wings that spin around. The two little wing things that spin around and do it. This one's only got this one little hammer thing that you've got to pull back and let go fast enough for it to ring. Got to pull it fast enough for it to ring, so you know. Guy pushing his heart out, pushing and trying to keep the bike moving. And I'm just sitting on the bike, not even pedaling, and you know. But my bike's more expensive than his. One of our group has just started work at Woolworths, and now he's going to go and buy a bike. And go and buy a push bike. And I was going to show him this one, but he walked away too quick, so you know, all good. Geez, it's not as busy as it was going in today. Well, I was riding in to city, and I tried to come around this guy, and then I went left and he went left at the same time. He didn't know I was there. So the only choice I had was to go into the grass. But luckily I didn't crash or anything. No damage or nothing. Just a little bit worrying. But yeah, not really a problem. So I'm running out of things to talk about, people. I take you on these rides, but you never comment or anything, so I don't know what to talk about, so I just sort of wing it, basically. Sort of wing it, you know. Just wing it. Talk about whatever comes up on the ride. Whatever might happen on the ride, you know. Sometimes things happen on the ride. Early riding the bike, no helmet, $60 fine. Over here, anyway. Josh finally got to go to the Bible study without having to go pick everyone up and be late and all that stuff. He was finally able to do it, you know. He's finally able to go to the Bible study without having to go pick everyone up and, you know, go and get coffees and stuff for people and all that sort of thing. We couldn't anyway because he's in a meeting, so managed to fit his meetings in and everything. So we're like, oh, you know, we're all thinking about our problems and what we've got to deal with. And this guy's there and he's talking about his problems. And our problems are like nothing compared to his problems. Our problems just pale in comparison to his problems. You know? They're just pale in comparison, so yeah. I mean, you know, it's good, it must be good though, because I have less and less to pray about. So whereas before I was always praying about my car, praying about my finances, praying about things that I need but don't have. Now I don't know whether it's I don't care much anymore, or whether it's just that I'm in a better place and it doesn't matter so much or something. I don't know. I think I said I'm just in a better place, because when I had the car I was spending like $500 a week just in petrol. That's just petrol, you know. And you got rego and you got all the repairs and all that stuff going along and all that. Now I've got the e-bike, so I don't pay anything. I pay nothing in petrol because it's part of the electric bill that I pay anyway. So, you know, part of what I pay anyway, so it's not like an extra cost or anything. And no rego, no insurance, repairs, I haven't had to do any. So yeah, it's been all good, you know. It's just been totally all good. And I'm going for the nightly walk. I can tell that because he's got a bottle of water on him. Oh yeah. So I should have one of those vests on, but I don't. I've got something like that at home, but I don't have it on me. Oh shit, my backpack. Damn it, I left my backpack at the church. Oh well, back we go. I go back to the church and get my backpack, make sure, hope it's still there. I forgot to put it on. I know where it is, it's down near the bike rack, so in the dark colours in the dark, so it's probably not going to be a problem. Oh well. Cruise on back and pick it up. I don't mind. It's nice and cool. I'm not hot and sweaty, and I'm not expending any energy, so easy as. Let them know in case they're up behind me. I got all that way and forgot my bloody, oh damn it. Alright. See, if this was a standard push bike, I'd be too stuffed, I wouldn't be going back, no way. No way at all. I'd be ringing people to see if someone could pick it up for me or something, you know. But, yeah, because it's electric, it's no bother. It's alright, because I need to flatten the battery a bit anyway before I charge it again. I thought something was missing. think of it. I just adjusted the camera a bit, so if you didn't get a good view, good shot before, you got a good shot now. Can't believe I did that. Oh well. Gonna knock it up a notch and start pedaling. Pedaling saves a bit of electricity. I don't want to run out of electricity, so no, I've still got plenty. Flaming. I'm gonna have to stick another piece of sticky tape on there because it keeps sticky tape keeps letting go. The problem when you do things in the dark, you kind of miss things because it's so dark. Oh, my hand's starting to go all funny. Does that when I ride for some reason? It goes all funny. Starts like going numb, even though it shouldn't. Hopefully you're not looking at the sky. I've got to pedal because my hand needs a break. It's like almost pedaling, but no effort. You're just moving the pedals basically. And there's my mate's place, Family Tie. My friend and his wife run that. Well, his wife runs it and owns it, but it's my friend that's, you know, sort of paid for it and all that. Can't believe I forgot the backpack. There's nothing really in it of value, but I've got to go and get it. Can't just leave it there. Well, this is the circuit I do every Sunday, or when I go to church. I don't know if the battery will last long enough to actually do this, but they got boom gates at the church there now, at the Salvos. Well, so much for getting home. Ah, it's alright. We haven't really got anything to do except process this video, and we'll probably do that tomorrow anyway. There's no hurry. And so basketball's raging tonight. Big basketball sports type centre thing. Go through the servo again. No fuel for me, thanks. No petroleum. We don't use petroleum. Just using that so I don't have to stop at the red light, basically. He thinks that's a joke. I was telling Josh how they were saying that the new update of YouTube is that if you play songs on if you play copyrighted songs on your YouTube, instead of getting banned or anything like that, you get a percentage of what the song makes. And he's like, oh, that can't be right because you don't own the song, and you know, you've got, you know, all that sort of stuff. You're not the creator and all that. And I'm like, well, I don't know myself really how it works. I only know what the guy was saying, you know. And he was saying that, I think he was saying that they were making deals with the creators of the songs and that if it's copyrighted, then if it's copyrighted material, then they'll give you a percentage of what that song earns, you know? Which I think is fantastic. It's great. It's really awesome. But I also know that YouTube tries to make things sound a lot better than what they are, and they like to make it sound like you're going to make a mint, but really you don't. Because like, I was like, oh, the way they made monetizing sound, I was like, oh yeah, monetize for sure, you know. I'm getting down on bars, so I'm going to have to pedal. Monetize for sure, you know, because monetize and I won't have to worry about money anymore, you know. I'll be right, I won't have to worry about money at all. No, not at all. Not at all, you know. Because I monetized last year, and I'm still not making what I was supposed to be making when I monetized. Or maybe it was 2 years ago. But I still am not making what I was supposed to make when I was monetized. And they're like, oh, you know, and they're like, oh, monetize so you can show commercials, show ads, you know. So I did that, and oh, for fuck's sake, I monetized to show commercials, and I've earned bugger all from commercials. I've earned hardly anything from commercials. So, you know, people complaining because I have to follow the council's way of doing the thing, and the council's way is that I have to use the roundabouts as a bikeway, when that's not really good, but it's part of what they've set up. And of course they completely ignore my blinkers. And that person says, "Oh, you idiot," or something. I'm like, blinkers are on, I'm following the bike path, I'm on the left side of the road. What more do you want? You know? I had to stop for that car, and then I had trouble getting my foot in the right position to keep going again. So that's what flying along on the accelerator does. It makes it harder to get yourself in a position to pedal. It's like you forget how to pedal or something. I was trying to lift my foot off the pedal, and it was being a pain. Anyway, we're almost back at the church again. Come on, give me a bit of hand getting going. It's a little bit of delay when you start pedaling to when the motor hooks in. It's not a big delay, but it's a little bit. That doesn't sound good. It's got a flange that's buggered. Muffler flange. There's a gap in between one of the muffler things and the other bit. You know, where a bolt should be tightened. There's a gap in there, that's why it's making that noise. Oh, what are you doing? Using a lot of power tonight, more power than ever, because this thing's usually good for 4 hours. So when I'm Ubering, it's usually good for 4 hours, but tonight it's having a bit of an issue. You know, distance wise, because a while ago I went to the city to get a job, and I got a job where I was, so I had to go all the way back to where I live to pick up the job, and then come back to the city to drop the job off. So, you know. Anyway, see if the bag's still there. It should be. I'm actually getting bars back. I'm actually recouping a bit of power. Oh yeah, there it is, on the floor. It's on the ground there. I knew it would be. Dumbass. I really liked those cars. They were really good. A friend of mine used to have one and had the lights that would open, and so when you turned it on, they'd be concealed and they'd come up. They'd be concealed and they'd come up and go up. I always liked them sort of cars. Very stately, sort of interesting model. What are you doing down there? I'll put you up. That's where you should be. Oh, oh heck. Alrighty. Wait for these people to pass. Is that light still on? It is. Oh, come on, motor, I'm relying on you. Get your ass up there. I haven't got enough juice in the bike to make it home with the motor. But yeah, anyway, it's all good. Butt feels weird. You sit on the seat just right. Line change. Oh, I don't need to worry about you. No one's going to come from that other direction. Because this one, you come from the left, you go to the right, and that's it. There is no one that can come from the right, unless they're doing the wrong thing. Alright, back to home again. They're saying Elon Musk is making a nuclear something battery, and it can last like 100 years or some great big number. I'm like, great, electric battery in a bike, an e-bike that can last longer than the bike. But then I guess that'd be a good thing, really, because you buy a bike with that battery, and then you can buy your next bike and take the battery off that one and stick it on the next one, because it'll outlast probably 4 or 5 bikes easy, maybe even more. Never requires charging, but I don't think it'll ever be on the market though. Mainly because it doesn't require charging. It provides an good electric current forever, for a lot of months, not of years. Look at this person. Go around. Get off the bloody road. Yeah, so what was I saying? You can take the battery of one bike and stick it on the other. You know, like you buy a bike, you have it for, I don't know, 5-10 years, maybe 20. The bike gets stuffed. You just take the battery off and stick it on another bike. Just keep doing that. I love the blinkers, it's so cool. It tells everyone where I'm going, what I'm doing, and the noise tells me it's on. I'm going to do 70 k's like this, just pedaling. You only do 40 k's on the throttle, so kinda have to pedal at times. Unfortunately, I don't know what your view is like, but I figure it should be pretty good. I know your view will probably be blacked out all around the edges, so all you can see is my headlight about in front of me, even though I can see from one side of the road to the other. It's not very dark at all, really, because there's plenty of street lights. For some reason the GoPro makes it look a lot darker. It really makes the GoPro really makes it look dark, and it's not. My brain thinks I'm pedaling like crazy, but really I'm just moving the pedals. I'm putting a little bit of effort into it, marginal effort, but I'm really just moving the pedals. Trash and treasure fair. I don't know if you can see that vehicle over there. That's the one I was trying to show you the other day, last night in the previous video. I don't know if you can see it. It's a really nice sort of mobile home thing. I think they call it an Odyssey. Not sure if that one falls in the class of an Odyssey or not, but oh, you got enough power to go back to throttle. So yeah, this battery, you know, just put it in, and Elon Musk is putting that into his new Teslas, so they'll run, the battery will last longer than the car. Basically never needs charging, always running. The only thing is that the electric companies are going to really complain about it. Just like the oil companies complained about the hydrogen car, the air-powered car, the first electric cars. The oil company stopped all that. They put a stop to it all. And I think the electric companies will probably do the same with this new nuclear battery thing. So, I mean, they may do the same, because this battery comes out for everyone to use and they lose money. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to make less money, you know. So I don't know, I think they'll try their hardest to block that. Get off the road, people. Stand right in the road. Crazies come out at night. Pretty much. I mean, that woman, I mean, if I was an inch closer to her, I would have hit her. She didn't really seem to even see me or care. Didn't sort of even notice I was heading towards her. I wasn't trying to, I was trying to avoid her, but she didn't seem really worried. And going past is bending down for something. Okay, whatever. I mean, I seriously don't want to run into you because I don't want to crash my new bike, but you should at least have the sense to get out of the way, you know? If I was a car, you'd move. If I had a big hunk of metal around me, you'd move. No, I'm down to 2 bars. We shouldn't hit 1 bar, but if we do, I'll pedal home. Took this up the table ends and power just lasted and lasted and lasted. Riding around all day. No, we did like, heaps of riding. And didn't really go down. It's already come up a bar. And it's adjusting itself or something. So it went down to 2, now it's up to 3. But that's alright, I like to empty the battery out before I fill it again. Because I'm glad there was nobody that stopped then. The bus would have crushed me. Sometimes buses don't see you, you know, even though they should be looking, but you know, not everyone looks. Oh, my neck. Up to 3. I don't know if you can see the screen or not. Starting to hanker for an ice cream. I don't even have enough to buy a freaking. I ain't got enough to buy a lolly. Let alone an ice cream. I've got soft drink at home that'll be nice and cold now. I see that idiot driving along the road. Where are the coppers? Hey? Boys in blue, get in. Someone who really deserves a speeding ticket, like seriously. What are you doing, freaking dumbass? Someone with a weird haircut. Alrighty, around the same circuit. I used to go across there and up that street because I only got to go straight up, turn right, and I'm home. But it's a very rough footpath and I don't like it. people come walking out of their gate, you know, and just walk straight in front of you, and there's trees and things on the road, so I go around this way. Plus I usually want to run the battery out a bit anyway, so I go this way to run the battery out and be a little bit safer. Might take a few more minutes, but whatever. My life, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I knew he was going to do that. They always do that. Oh, pizza. Fred comes over and goes, oh, do you want anything in the shop? I go, oh yeah, pizza, garlic bread, soft drink, ice cream, you know, and you're paying. And he's like, no, I can't. He's like, nah. He looks on my dash and goes, oh, there's $1 there. I'll get you a drink. You know, so I said, oh, okay, lemon then. So I went and got me a bottle of lemon drink for $1. I think it's those ones that are very high in salt. They don't have much sugar, but they're high in salt. I don't like them, but I'll drink it. It's alright. Just got to make sure I don't drink too much of it at once. Look at that. Is that a little pizza one? No? Oh, it's an Uber. Someone doing Uber on a petrol scooter. No, it's Menulog or DoorDash. I think it's Menulog. Doing Menulog on a petrol scooter. They're going to my house. No. I think it's just in the wrong street. Oh, we made it home with 2 bars to spare. Oh, that kid. He's always yelling and carrying on like, you know, always carrying on like it's the end of his life or something. Oh yeah. My blinker's still on. Oh, I like how